Hello nurses, how are you all and welcome back to my channel Nurse Navigator Swati. I am back with the sixth part of obstetrical and gynecological nursing MCQ question and answers. Quickly go through my other quiz sessions, review your knowledge and do subscribe for more such MCQs. Let's get started. Question number 1. The relation of the different parts of the fetus to one another is called dash of the fetus. Options are lie, position, attitude or option 4 denominator. Yes, the relationship of the various fetal body parts to one another is called attitude. For example, flexion versus extension. Here, option 3 is the correct answer. Question number 2. In spite of good uterine contractions, the progressive descent of the presenting part is arrested due to mechanical obstruction is known as. Options are precipitate labor, prolonged labor, option 3 normal labor or option 4 obstructed labor. Yes, you are absolutely right. Obstructed labor is an obstetric emergency defined as the failure of the baby to progress down the birth canal despite strong regular uterine contractions. So here option 4 is the correct answer. Question number 3. The cord is placed by the side of the presenting part and is not felt by the fingers on internal examination is called. Options are cord polyps, occult prolapse, option 3 cord presentation or option 4 vas previa. When the umbilical cord is placed by the side of the presenting part and you cannot feel by the fingers on internal examination, it is called occult umbilical cord prolapse. So here option 2 is the correct answer. Question number 4. A mother is in third stage of labor. Which of the following sign will help the nurse determine the signs of placental separation? Options are the uterus becomes globular. Option 2, the umbilical cord is shortened. Option 3, the fundus appears at the introitus or option 4, mucoid discharge is increased. There are main 3 unique signs by which the nurse determines the signs of placental separations. Those are first, the umbilical cord visibly lengthening. Secondly, the uterus becoming firmer and taking on a more globular shape. And thirdly, a sudden gush of vaginal blood will come. So here option 1, the uterus becomes globular is the correct answer. Question number 5. During which of the following stages of labor would the nurse assess crowning? Options are first stage, second stage, third stage or option 4 fourth stage. Crowning, that means when the top part of the baby's head becomes visible at the vaginal opening and no longer slips back inside even between the contractions. This crowning phase occurs during the second stage of labor. So here option 2 is the correct answer. Question number 6. Aspermia is the term used to describe. Options are absence of semen, option 2 absence of sperm ejaculate, option 3 absence of sperm motility or option 4 occurrence of abnormal sperm. Aspermia is the complete absence of semen during ejaculation. Men with this condition can experience orgasms and normal sexual function but no fluid is released. So here option 1 is the correct answer. Next question. In which stage will you administer ergometrin in case of normal labor? Option 1 after the delivery of the head. Option 2 following the delivery of anterior shoulder. Option 3 after the delivery of the fetus or option 4 after cord clamping. In case of normal labor, ergometrin is administered following the delivery of the anterior shoulder. It is a key step in the active management of the third stage of labor. It forces the uterus to contract strongly, which significantly reduces the risk of postpartum hemorrhage. So here option 2 is the correct answer. Question number 8. Which of the following would the nurse most likely expect to find when assessing a pregnant client with abruptio placenta? Options are excessive vaginal bleeding, option 2 tetanic uterine contractions, option 3 premature rupture of the membranes or option 4 rigid board-like abdomen. In case of abruptio placenta, blood from the maternal vessels pools and become trapped between the separating placenta and the muscular wall of the uterus. So normally you will get a rigid board-like abdomen in case of abruptio placenta. Here option 4 is the correct answer. Next question. Sign of fetal death is. Options are the uterus increases in size, option 2 a brownish discharge per vagina, option 3 fetal heart sound present or option 4 fetal movements absent. The primary warning sign of fetal death is a sudden slowing or the complete cessation of the fetal movement. Other potential indicators include vaginal bleeding or painful abdominal cramping. So here option 4 is the correct answer. Question number 10. Which of the following common emotional reaction to pregnancy would the nurse expect to occur during the first trimester? Option 1 introversion, egocentrism, narcissism. Option 2, awkwardness, clumsiness, and unattractiveness. Option 3, anxiety, passivity, extroversion. Or option 4, ambivalence, fear, fantasies. During the first trimester, the most common emotional reaction a mother should have: ambivalence, that means conflicting feelings. He will be happy as well as tensed. Mother will definitely have fear, and the mother will be super excited, and fantasies will be present. So here option 4 is the correct answer. Question number 11. Minor disorder of pregnancy are the following except. Options are morning sickness, hyperemesis gravidarum, constipation, or option 4, heartburn. Yes, you are absolutely right. Morning sickness, constipation, and heartburn are the minor disorder of pregnancy. But hyperemesis gravidarum, it is not a minor disorder. It is a serious and potentially life-threatening medical complications. So here option 2 is the correct answer. Question number 12. A pregnant mother is admitted in a ward with profuse bleeding. The possible cause is. Options are incomplete abortion, complete abortion, hydatid mole, or option 4, none of the above. Within the given option, when the pregnant mother is admitted in a ward with profuse bleeding, the possible cause is incomplete abortion. Here option 1 is the correct answer. Next question. Which of the following characteristics of contraction would the nurse expect to find in a patient experiencing true labor? Options are occurring at irregular interval. Option 2, starting mainly in the abdomen. Option 3, gradually increasing intervals. Or option 4, increasing intensity with walking. In case of true labor pain, it is characterized by regular, progressive, intense and prolonged contraction that do not stop with movement. And the pain typically starts in the lower back and radiates to the abdomen. So here option 4, increasing intensity with walking will be the correct answer. Question number 14. In vertex presentation, the fetal heart sound can be heard at the level of. Options are above the level of umbilicus. Option 2, midway between the umbilicus and the anterior superior iliac spine. Option 3, at the level of the umbilicus. Or option 4, none of the above. Yes, in a vertex presentation, the fetal heart sounds are based heard through the baby's back, typically below the maternal umbilicus, and it normally midway between the umbilicus and the anterior superior iliac spine. So here option 2 is the correct answer. Next question. Which of the following danger signs should be informed immediately during the antepartum period? Options are blurred vision, nasal stuffiness, breast tenderness, or option 4, constipation. Yes, you are absolutely right. Within the given option, blurred vision is the most dangerous sign that should be informed immediately during the antepartum period. It can signal a serious complications like preeclampsia or the gestational diabetes. So option 1 is the correct answer. Question number 16. Most dangerous risk factor for preterm labor among the following is. Options are wrong estimation of dates. Option 4, prior preterm labor. Option 3, twins. Or option 4, preeclampsia. Yes, you are absolutely right. Within this given option, preeclampsia is the most dangerous risk factor for preterm labor. So option 4 is the correct answer. Question number 17. After amniotomy, the priority nursing action is. Option 1, document the color and consistency of amniotic fluid. Option 2, listen the fetal heart tone. Option 3, position the mother in her left side. Or option 4, let the mother rest. Yes, amniotomy, also called as artificial rupture of membrane or breaking the water, it is a medical procedure where a healthcare provider intentionally ruptures the amniotic sac using a specialized thin hook. So after the amniotomy, the priority nursing action is to listen the fetal heart tone. So here option 2 is the correct answer. Question number 18. A pregnant client in a late pregnancy is complaining of groin pain that seems worse on the right side. Which of the following is the most likely cause of it? Options are beginning of labor. Option 2, bladder infection. Option 3, tension on the round ligament. Or option 4, constipation. In late pregnancy, groin pain is a very common and usually a normal part of the body stretching and adjusting to a growing baby. And it specifically caused because of pressure on the round ligament. So here option 3 is the correct answer. Question number 19. A 25-year-old lactating woman presented with fever, acute breast pain and swelling. Which of the following organisms cause this acute breast problem? Options are Streptococcus, Staphylococcus, Enterococcus or option 4, Pneumococcus. When a lactating woman presented with fever, acute breast pain and swelling, it is commonly diagnosed as lactational mastitis, which is caused by Staphylococcus aureus. So this bacteria typically enters the breast tissue through cracked or the sore nipple or via the infant's mouth. So here option 2 is the correct answer. And the last question of today's quiz session is, serious signs and symptoms of preeclampsia are. Options are sharp rise in blood pressure, option 2 increased proteinuria, option 3 severe headache and visual disturbances, or option 4 all of the above. Yes, you are absolutely right. Serious signs and symptoms of preeclampsia are, it will have sharp rise in blood pressure, it will increase proteinuria, and the patient will have severe headache and visual disturbances. So here option 4 all of the above is the correct answer. So let me know how much you have scored from this video, and also mention me in the comment the topic on which you want more MCQs and explanations. See you soon in my next nursing quiz session.